That is Caleb.
No, you're
love
good.
you.
I just hear a like somebody's gotta be like on the mic like making love to this damn thing.
He just got really
Hey,
hot
Caleb.
and heavy about the Browns situation. And he's like, damn, 3 first-round picks?
I'm dying to.
Don't worry, we're
Don't
getting
make this
close
competition.
to your team soon, so just sit tight.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit
There you go.
Oh,
And your
Well, no,
and your
we're talking about your
airways.
team right now.
baseball on both sides,
Aren't you the Bengals?
tension continues to build. Who's gonna
No,
make the big
no,
play?
he's back to his old roots.
No, no. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh.
so
But
looking
yeah.
at this Browns situation, they got a lot of big money spent to bring in players that'll help them win now. They have some upside quarterbacks, big players on
Brock
defense and
Lesnar.
offense brought it in. So, I don't know. How do you feel about the Browns in this this
They're
division?
actually nice. They got Jabril
offensive
Peppers,
line-
Myles Garrett.
That offensive, yeah. See, that offensive line and defensive line. Look at the offensive line. Like, that is just the best offensive line probably in football, if you think about it. Joe Thomas,
Even
92.
better than the Cowboys?
Actually, Joe Thomas in 92. Kevin Zietler is an 88. Joel Bettoni, 84. J.C. Treader at center, 84. So he's got 4 linemen that are 84 or better, right there.
Nice. That's key.
And John Greco is a right guard, which he could probably move, is 82. So you have the worst lineman is an 82.
Nice. Plus, you have to account for the awareness of the center counts twice. So the least aware center least aware offensive lineman then gets the center's awareness. So centers are going to be really important this year.
That's the thing?
Yeah, offensive unit awareness for the O-line. So like, we'll jump in this real quick. If you have an 80 overall awareness for your O-line, they have a 5% chance of automatically picking up the blitz. As the overall awareness of the unit gets higher, they have a stronger chance of picking up the blitz without you making an adjustment yourself. It really makes the center the focal point of the offensive line like they are in the real life. So I love the addition. It'll really make this blitz offensive line block picking up, defensive linemen jumping over low blocks. It's going to be exciting. But let's jump over to the Steelers. I was going to give them a B for their offseason grade. The Steelers are being helmed by Exciting Bike, our past 2-time champion in the Super Bowl. Antonio
Old
Brown,
Lions.
Le'Veon. Yep, Old Lions. Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell are both at 97 overall. Pros, contract extension for Antonio Brown. TJ Watt adds youth to pass rush. Let's James Harrison have some time where he's not, on the field. You're going to get this old player where he's not feeling too abused. You're going to get good reps from him. Negative, they have a middle-of-the-road defense that could struggle in the secondary at times. But at the same time, I see them being as one of the best teams, more elite level still, regardless of that defense.
All right, Caleb.
All right, man. Okay.
Well, we'll try to give Brandon Marshall his due for you.
So,
But yeah,
I mean,
to say the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's basically the rich get richer. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the best users in our league just got one of the best teams in the league. Offensively, they're a juggernaut. Defensively, does he really have to do that much? Not really.
Not really, no. They got the speed. They got the key positions on their front seven. The Steelers never are lacking. They just rotate the same mentality, They just cookie-cut defenders, and they just keep placing them in place on defense. So,
Yep.
Let's see. We didn't get to the Ravens. Cool. Okay, so it's EQ amazing.
Who took the Ravens? Oh, EQ. Okay.
Yep.
The Ravens from last year is the Ravens again?
Yes, yep. That's for a second I was confused. I was trying to think if he was last year or not, but you clarified that for me. But no, yeah, EQ amazing. 96 overall. Marshall Yanda, right guard's his best player. I gave them a B- off-season grade. The addition of Jeremy Maclin, that was a gift wrap present from the Kansas City Chiefs. They also acquired Tony Jefferson, possibly the best.
Huge one.
Yeah, best safety duo outside of Seattle is what I think when you look at the Ravens. Negative, trouble in the trenches. Once again, this is a big issue for another team. Losses on both sides of the line. The Lions acquired Wagner from them in the free agency. They forked up the money. So if you're the Ravens, you got Flacco still. You have some options on offense with Pitta. What are you thinking?
I think Pitta was released.
Yeah, I think they're Ben Watson and Crockett Gilmore are
Okay.
They actually got a lot of tight ends. Yeah, they got at least 4 tight ends. Max Williams, Nick Boyle. When you look at this team, I mean, it's going to be Flacco. It's going to have to step up. I mean, the defense is going to be there, but I think their main rushing attack is going to be Danny Woodhead. And you have a depleted line with basically you got Stanley, who was a rookie last year at left tackle, and you got Yanda at right guard, which is great. You got one on each side. But that whole middle, I mean, Woodhead might not even get time to get the ball. That's how bad it's going to be. It's going to be him and Terrence West.
And him, that's a back that small without some maulers up front. You're going to be looking at that number at the end of the season that says fumbles.
Yep. Yeah, that's a team that unless that offensive line holds strong, a lot of old receivers, a lot of unproven receivers, and Brashard Perriman that need to step up. He's going to have to win a lot of close games.
Yeah, he's going to have some explosive offense from those speed demons on the outside too.
Absolutely.
So I think we can move on to another division at this point. Let's look at the NFC East. Right now I have the Giants and the Cowboys playing each other in a simulation spectator game. So what a better team than to highlight at the moment than the Cowboys. They are helmed by the original Cowboys user from our Madden 17 league. I don't remember the gamer tag at the time. But Cowboys...
Probably Cowboys? No. I forget.
I forgot what it is, but they're pros for this team in the offseason. I gave them a C+ grade. Taco Charlton is a solid rookie defensive tackle out of Michigan. A key addition to a quality team that is limited on its ability to move or make free agent decisions in the offseason due to their tight cap situation. So I thought it was a brilliant pickup. Negative, parting of ways with multiple key secondary players such as Barry Church, J.J. Wilcox, I don't know if it's Brandon Carr, not Brandon Carr. Is that Brandon Carr, the cornerback?
Brandon Carr, yeah.
I believe,
yep.
yeah.
And Maurice Claiborne, I believe, is the other guy. Rookies.
All
over
Morris
the
Webb.
secondary. Yeah. So if you're a Cowboys fan, and you have to be worried about what your team's going to be able to handle over the top of the season.
Their D-line hasn't
gonna
really
be
looked great since DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're basically building that team to play offense, basically run the ball down your throat and never give the ball back to your opponent.
Yeah, especially with Zach Martin at 90 all right guard. I mean, just going to be devastating defensive backs if he gets to the secondary level on a run play. I'm afraid to see that in this new Madden with the new mechanics they put in place. He's not going to move off of a block so easily. He's going to steamroll some fuckers for sure. So, I mean, the Cowboys, elite team. Not much has to be said. You got Dak, Dez, Zeke without the suspension. So, really good team. Another really good team that should deserve a little more shine, the Giants. The Giants are being held down by I Am Guatemalan. They got a 93 overall by the name of OBJ. You might have heard of him. I gave him a C grade in the offseason. They were mostly focused on their offense, acquiring an aging Brandon Marshall at wide receiver to go on the other side of OBJ. Negatives, the running game and offensive line are shaky at best. I think they have some key front seven members that'll add to their win column, but Eli, yeah, let's talk about Eli.
I mean, when you look at this team, it's funny because you look at it on paper, it's stacked. And then you look at, okay, who's running the team? Eli, and you're like, oh, man. He's an 80, I think he's an 80 overall, if I remember right. Yeah, I was just looking at, but he's 36 years old.
To me, he's like a winning pedigree Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
It hurts.
You're giving Jay Cutler too much credit. But, like, when you look at the team, they have everything you need as a winner. But when you have no quarterback, you're going to be throwing passes that you won't know if they will ever get anywhere in the vicinity of those receivers. He's got great talent. He's got wide receivers. He's got young tight end. Good, really defensive line, actually. He's got some good pieces. I mean, build up a couple. Defensively, absolutely steady. Maybe he makes it from Mike. It helps. Yeah,
Some could
I
only
don't
hope.
know. Water would help this team a lot. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that as well, but you have to wonder how much money an Eli
Kitty can handle.
commands
Yeah, that's true.
with a 2 Super Bowl
And if
winner.
that offensive line can hold Teddy.
Oh, big
Yeah.
play at the
Well-
end of this game. The Giants were winning 13-0. The Cowboys just fumbled. Giants take it back for a fucking scoop score touchdown. The Giants have just won this simulation game we were watching in exciting fashion.
Well, with that,
So-
I'm going to have to go.
All right, man. It was good
for
having
having
you
me.
on here, Miguel. Yeah. You want to jump to the Redskins now?
Take it easy, Miguel.
You too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
All right.
who's go with the user first so we know who we're...
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, the Redskins are helmed by Private Seal. Private Seal's back. I believe you would remember him as one of the old Jets users.
Or Atlanta, actually. Yeah, both
Yep.
of those.
Yep. So, Private walking into a situation where he's got Trent Williams, 95 overall left tackle, I believe. I'm giving them a B- grade for the offseason. They really showed
Lost a
effort
lot of
to-
wide receivers.
Yeah, they showed a lot of effort to upgrade their defense with Zach Brown signing a 1-year deal and a kind of a prove-it situation. But Zach Brown was the leading tackler in the AFC last season. Add someone like that on the inside, that's key. They also added defensive line in the draft in the form of former Alabama standout Jonathan Allen. Side note, they added Terrell Pryor at wide receiver, but a mismanaged quarterback situation with these franchise tags has led to the loss of a 1,000-yard receiver the last 2 seasons, Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson, respectively. They're the first team in NFL history to do this. First team in NFL history to lose a 1,000-yard receiver in consecutive seasons.
I could have sworn they lost them both this year. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn they were both this offseason.
I think they were back-to-back.
Was it back-to-back? Was Garcon on Frisco already?
Maybe it was the first time. I don't know. I think you might be right. But anyway,
No, but
maybe
it's
it was
funny
the
because
first team
they-
to lose 2,000
row.
yard receiver in one season, maybe.
maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I know they got Terrell Pryor, which is a pretty good pickup. They got Josh Doxson at wide receiver that was a rookie taken last year.
Pretty fast.
And
if
then,
I remember right.
And they had the coming out party of Jamison Crowder last year. So, I mean, as bad as it seems, it might be the youth movement might actually help them.
Yeah. I would have to agree with you. I think that if they really, if Seal locks down Cousins to a long-term deal, he's going to have plenty of cap room in the next couple of years to really